Hello, today I am demonstrating how to do the dot technique with different tools. I have a piece of paper and some different tools. I have a chopstick, a barbecue stick, a toothpick, a cotton bud, and the more traditional paintbrush. I also have a pen, so I can write down what I've used, a palette with some acrylic paint in. You're going to create a sheet that will ultimately look like this. So with the different dots and what you use to make each dot. So we're trying different tools today. Start by writing your name in the top corner so that you can find it again later. And then I'm going to start with the cotton bud first, so I will just write cotton bud. You can also call this a Q-tip. I'm just going to dip this into the paint and do some dots. You see that these create some nice even dots. When the paint starts to run out, I can come back for more paint. Alright, and that's that one done. I'll put that to the side. Next I'm going to try the toothpick. So I write toothpick. Again, dip it in and create dots. You'll notice that the toothpick creates much smaller dots. Okay, that's that one. Next, I'm going to use the barbecue stick. So I use the barbecue stick. Now there's actually two ends. There's the pointy sharp end and the round end. So I'm going to do it twice. So let's have sharp end first. This comes up pretty similar to the cotton bud. I'm now going to turn it over and use the round end. You notice you don't really need a lot of paint. This is just a demonstration sheet. You're just practicing. This creates some very nice even round dots. I like the end of that. That's a good one. Okay, then I'm going to use the chopstick. This chopstick is rectangular at one end, so I'm not going to use that because I'm creating dots. I'm just going to use what we would normally use as the eating end. This is nice, it's a bit nicer to hold. The barbecue stick is very thin. I feel like I might break it. This is nicer to hold and creates some very nice even dots. Okay, finally I'm going to use the more traditional tool of a paintbrush, but rather than using the brush end, I'm going to turn it around and use the end. So you don't always need to have chopsticks and barbecue sticks at home, even if you've just got a paintbrush. You can use that now. I forgot to write, so I'm going to put that in now. Okay, you can also try doing lines. So here I'm going to do lines. Now you can see it doesn't work quite so well with lines. The paint doesn't travel as far, but I'd like you to have a go. So that's with a paintbrush. I'm going to try with a cotton bud. Oh, now that creates some quite nice curved, smooth lines. That's much easier than using the end of a paintbrush. It's softer. I can try with the toothpick as well. Again, it's quite hard. The paint doesn't travel, but it does create some quite nice effects as well. Alright, so at the end, you should have something like this. When you've finished, put it onto the drying rack to dry and clean up your equipment. Please don't throw anything away. We can reuse all the equipment. The cotton buds, the toothpicks, we can reuse them, so don't throw them away.